In the world of global commerce, geography shapes destiny. The placement of continents, oceans, and narrow straits has always determined who prospers and who is left behind. For centuries, the flow of goods and energy has been dictated by these natural choke points, making them both vital and vulnerable. Now, China is poised to redraw the map in a way that could alter the balance of global trade forever. With a staggering $50 billion investment, China is embarking on the construction of the Kra Isthmus Canal, a colossal maritime shortcut slicing through Southeast Asia. This ambitious project is set to rival the Panama and Suez Canals in scale and significance. The canal's main goal is to bypass the Strait of Malacca, a narrow passage that has long served as the lifeline for Asian trade and energy supplies, but also as a bottleneck fraught with risks and delays. Nearly a third of global maritime trade, including the majority of China's vital energy imports, currently squeezes through these congested waters. The new canal could reroute this traffic, offering a faster, safer alternative and reducing exposure to piracy or blockades. But the Kra Canal is more than just an engineering marvel. It's a bold declaration of China's determination to secure its supply chains and extend its influence deep into the Indian Ocean, reshaping regional dynamics. By embedding itself in Southeast Asia's economy, China is forging new dependencies, building infrastructure, and creating alliances that could last for generations. This project directly challenges the US-dominated maritime order, signaling a generational shift in global strategy and power projection. In this video, we'll break down the canal's proposed route, the economic motivations driving its construction, and the seismic geopolitical shifts it could unleash across the world. We'll also examine the environmental costs, the political controversies, and the fierce local opposition that threaten to derail the project before it's even completed. The Kra Canal isn't just a ditch in the ground, it's a new global fault line, a symbol of shifting power, and a test of international resolve. The world's future may soon flow through this channel, changing the course of history for decades to come. The Kra Isthmus Canal is a proposed 135-kilometer waterway slicing through the narrowest part of southern Thailand, a region where land meets sea in a dramatic collision of geography and ambition. This ambitious canal would connect the Gulf of Thailand to the Andaman Sea, creating a direct maritime shortcut between the Pacific and Indian Oceans. The dream of carving a passage through the Kra Isthmus has tempted kings, emperors, and visionaries for centuries, with plans and blueprints dating back to the 17th and 19th centuries. Yet only now, with China's immense financial resources and world-class engineering expertise, does this colossal project seem within reach, turning ancient dreams into a modern reality. The canal is envisioned as the crown jewel of China's Belt and Road Initiative, promising not just a waterway, but a vast economic corridor that could transform the region's fortunes. At both ends of the canal, deep-water ports, sprawling industrial parks, and state-of-the-art logistics hubs are planned, designed to attract global investment and supercharge regional development. The goal is to create a new commercial epicenter under Chinese influence, reshaping trade flows and economic power in Southeast Asia. The engineering challenge is immense, rivaling the feats of the Panama and Suez Canals, demanding massive excavation, advanced lock systems, and the rerouting of existing infrastructure and communities. For China, the enormous cost is justified by the strategic payoff, a secure, alternative route for trade and energy that bypasses vulnerable choke points. The Strait of Malacca, currently the world's busiest and most congested maritime choke point, could see its dominance challenged forever by the Kra Canal. This project isn't just about saving days at sea. It's about fundamentally reshaping the architecture of global trade, with ripple effects felt across continents. The stakes couldn't be higher, as nations, corporations, and entire economies watch to see if this vision of steel and ambition will finally become reality. The canal's route exploits the narrowest stretch of the Malay Peninsula, cutting from the Gulf of Thailand near Songkhla to the Andaman Sea. This shortcut would let ships bypass the Strait of Malacca, saving up to 3 days of sailing and slashing costs for fuel, crew, and insurance. The canal must be wide and deep enough for the world's largest vessels, requiring advanced engineering and likely a series of massive locks. The project will transform the local landscape and displace communities, but the economic vision is even bigger. China plans to build special economic zones along the canal, aiming to create a new trade and logistics hub, an Asian Singapore. This isn't just about tolls, it's about controlling the entire value chain, from shipping to finance. The canal's route is a masterstroke of geography and ambition. If completed, it will reshape the region's economic map. Why would China risk $50 billion on foreign soil, investing in a project thousands of miles from home, in a region fraught with political and economic uncertainties? For China, this is about more than just profit. It's about survival, strategic leverage, and securing the nation's future in a rapidly changing world. The so-called Malacca dilemma keeps Beijing's leaders up at night. Nearly 80% of China's vital oil imports pass through the narrow Malacca Strait, a choke point heavily monitored and controlled by the US Navy. If tensions ever escalate, a blockade here could cripple China's economy overnight. The Kra Canal, then, isn't just a shortcut, it's a strategic insurance policy against such a scenario. By rerouting trade through Thailand, China can bypass the Malacca Strait, reducing US leverage and gaining far greater control over its own supply lines and energy security. The canal will generate billions in revenue from tolls, but the real prize is the economic activity it will ignite. New industrial parks, logistics hubs, and thousands of new jobs across the region, transforming local economies. Southern Thailand's economy stands to boom, with new infrastructure and investment binding it ever closer to China, deepening economic ties and influence. The canal is also a crucial link in China's ambitious Belt and Road Initiative, connecting the country's manufacturing heartland directly to the Indian Ocean and beyond, opening up new markets and trade routes. This is more than just a waterway. It's a linchpin in China's vision for a new global economic order, one where it sets the terms and shapes the flow of international trade. The project is about resilience, expanding influence, and rewriting the rules of global commerce to favor China's long-term interests. For Beijing, the risks are high, but the potential rewards, economic security, regional dominance, and a lasting legacy, make the gamble worth it. The Kra Canal would upend global shipping patterns, challenging Singapore's dominance as the region's logistics hub. Up to 30% of Malacca Strait traffic could shift north, hitting Singapore and Malaysia's economies hard. Thailand, backed by China, would become a new center for maritime trade. The ripple effects would reach Europe and the Middle East, offering faster, cheaper routes to Asia's markets. The entire logistics industry would need to adapt, shipping lines, insurers, and investors alike. China's inland provinces would gain new connectivity, linking rail and sea for unprecedented supply chain control. The canal isn't just a shortcut, it's a new axis for global commerce. The world's trade map will never look the same. The canal is a geopolitical game-changer, eroding US naval dominance in the Indo-Pacific. With China financing and operating the canal, Thailand will drift deeper into Beijing's orbit. Straining its alliance with the US Southeast Asian nations will face a stark choice: align with the US-led order or adapt to China's rising influence. The canal gives China's navy rapid access between the South China Sea and Indian Ocean, boosting its military reach. India, Japan, and South Korea will watch warily, fearing a shift in the regional balance of power. The canal could trigger new arms races and diplomatic tensions. It's not just a waterway, it's a catalyst for a new era of rivalry. The Indo-Pacific chessboard is about to get a lot more complicated. The Kra Canal's environmental cost could be devastating. Cutting a 135-kilometer channel through rainforests and farmland would destroy habitats and disrupt ecosystems. Dredging and construction threaten coral reefs, fisheries, and the livelihoods of local communities. Mixing the waters of the Gulf of Thailand and Andaman Sea could unleash invasive species and ecological chaos. Oil spills or chemical leaks could have catastrophic, long-lasting effects. Environmental warnings are mounting, but the rush for strategic gain may drown them out. The question: is the price of progress too high? The canal faces fierce opposition and daunting obstacles. Thailand's political instability threatens long-term commitment. Future governments could halt the project. Local communities fear displacement and environmental destruction, fueling protests and legal challenges. The $50 billion price tag may be optimistic. Cost overruns and financing risks loom large. Some analysts doubt the canal can attract enough shipping to justify the investment, especially if tolls are high. Singapore, Malaysia, and the US are lobbying against the project, citing environmental and strategic concerns. The canal is a battleground for influence, not just a feat of engineering. Its future is anything but certain. The Kra Canal is a turning point in global history, a bold move to reshape trade, power, and geography. If completed, it could break the world's reliance on the Strait of Malacca and challenge the US-led maritime order. New economic hubs will rise, old ones may fade, and the rules of global commerce will be rewritten. But the risks, political, financial, and environmental, are immense. The canal could be a monument to ambition or a cautionary tale of hubris. As construction begins, the world watches with a mix of awe and anxiety. The Kra Canal promises a new channel for commerce and a new front in global competition. Its legacy remains unwritten. Will it unite, divide, or disrupt the world?